LD, you got your hand up. Go.
I got stopped out just a little bit early, messing up is re-entries.
Gotcha.
Either I don't get into one at all or I get into the wrong one.
If you're talking about scalping, there were 100 entries. If you're talking about the 2-minute EWO, the ship had already sailed. So if you were talking about scalping everybody in the room, didn't it respect the 21 the whole way?
Yes, coach.
Right? And then once it broke, we don't want to be in there. So if we were looking for a re-entry, if it breaks the 9, we already know 21, right? It's treated as the backbone of the trade, right? I always treat it like it's its backbone, right? This is the spine of the trade. See it? So every time it bounced off the 21, entry, broke through, I'm out. You see it? Then I go short. Now remember, we're already below the 9. Now we're below the 21. Right there. There's your short. See it? Come back down to this previous level. Of course, this is going to be support, so I'm paying attention to it. Same thing again. Never broke through. Right here, you'd be out. You already know, since it's above the 21 and the 9, which is this exact moment, this is where we could go long. You see this? So if you're a scalper, tons of opportunities. Just like here, broke through the 21, right there, short. Now we're on support. That means right here, we collect. Not all. Collection 50, 20, 20, 10%. So if I got in here, I collect some here. Why? Because it can pop up to this 9. So why would I give this to this, all of this being profit? Why would I give that back, right? So if I got in here and in here, this right here is all profit, right? I can always re-enter if it breaks below. If it breaks below this area, then I'm going to look for it back down to VWAP. So here to here, collect, right there, right now. If it breaks below, I add. Collect again at VWAP. Why? Because if it hits this, it can bounce. Every time we hit a major level, we collect. Every time it breaks through, we can add. Make sense, everybody?
Yeah, and that's kind of why I asked, because in my head, I think I'm letting them go by. Obviously, I am. But then, you know, in my little fear of losing out, I'm like, man, that ain't a great setup. I'm not doing it.
Sure. Yeah, and that's okay, right? And I talk about the A+ setups all the time. These are much harder, right? All these little areas I talked about, these are way harder. What you could wait for, what is my number one favorite trade in the business, everybody in the room?
Double top.
Double top.
Double bottom.
Okay, so if we look at this here to here, what is this?
Double top.
Isn't that a perfect trade? You see what I mean? Wait.
Yep, gotcha. That.
Wait for your trade. Wait for the A+ setup.
Each little puzzle piece.
Can we take a quick look at Google?
Let's see. Google had a nice boot right here. Yeah, Google with a nice reversal. All right, you already know if you can break through here where it's at now, Next move's going to be up to this 200, which is going to be sitting around 191.50. You see it?
Yes. Yeah.
It's looking good though. So upside 191.50, just make sure you stay above 190. So 191.50 up, 190.50 down. Those are your two main areas, okay?
Can you describe ups and downs when you're saying mark those?
Yeah, if it breaks above 191.50, you're good to go long. If it goes below 190.50, you're good to go short, back down to VWAP. Otherwise, right now, we're just kind of in the chop in the middle.
Do you mark those on the trading platform in some way?
Yeah, I've already marked it. See my screen? Right here. Look at here, Damon. So right here. So if you want, you go green. This one, you go red. See this? Right there.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Now look at Google. Now you guys remember? Not till the break of 191.50. Look where it stopped. See it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's why we don't diddle in the middle, right, gang? Find something after the channel, then you can attack it. You guys want to head over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up at least for the free Discord. Make sure within the first 24 hours you verify your account. You will get an email from us to make sure you verify your account, or the system will kick you off thinking you are spam. You guys can get into our premium membership at $125 a month. With that, you'll get access to the membership lounge, which we have an open microphone where you can ask any questions all day from 8:45 until 4 o'clock. You guys will get all the hot stock picks, which we've already posted and have already been making money on this morning. You'll get the pre-market setup, which will give you key critical areas at the opening bell and throughout the day. The IPO Center, so any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will have access to those. Any earnings that are coming out, and of course, our videos on demand. We have 11 full training videos to get you started. Things like the 2-minute EWO, day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, etc., all inside of our premium membership for $125 a month. When you guys are ready to upgrade, I highly recommend, regardless of how much experience you have, signing up for the VIP membership starting at $500 a month. With that, you'll get the pre-market access starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. You guys will get access to the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. We put one of those on every month, and the previous recorded sessions. You guys will get the VIP training videos. We have over 50 advanced training videos for you, and the Trading View indicators. If you have a VIP, you can upgrade to the gold add-on, which is an additional $250 a month. You can get the mastermind classes, 1 hour of tech support. If you need us to remote in and help you get your charts, etc. set up, we can do that for you. You'll get weekend training every Saturday at 11 o'clock. You'll get the VIP Gold Lounge access, priority help desk support, our news service, which is worth its weight in gold just for that. You'll get all the breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon. Everything, of course, for you as a gold member will be recorded. So if you are gold for crypto, futures, or stocks and options, all the sessions will be recorded for you. And of course, you'll get our exciting live Apple chat. We've got David over there in the mornings showing you exactly what he's doing with the 2-minute EWO and just the Apple, which is one of our amazing strategies that you guys will learn here. So we have our futures membership, our regular futures membership starting at $250 a month, which the futures is going on right now. They are, again, just like us, every day with a live open microphone from 8:45 to 4 o'clock every single day. You'll get all the futures education, all of the training videos, the futures lounge. The Trading View indicators are actually included with the futures memberships that start at $250, and of course all of the extra Zoom classes when they have them. Crypto is the same thing. If you guys want to jump into the crypto, that one now is also $250 a month and includes the Trading View indicators. Same thing, all the training videos anytime that the Zoom sessions are available. Now the Zoom sessions for crypto is a little different just because it's a 24-hour, so we try to bounce that one around so you get different time and different events. We are always posting those. So you guys make sure you take advantage. And of course, a Diamond lifetime membership. With that, you get everything. Unlimited lifetime access, all of our membership services, meaning anything that I create. Platinum's coming up, you'll have access to it. I believe that's going to be $1,000 a month. Diamond, you'll get access to that with just this $5,000. Now listen, if you can't get into the Diamond right now, don't freak out. It'll just be $20,000. So it's no big deal. If you can't get it today, don't worry. You can still get it, but it's going to be 20 grand. You guys want to head over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I am Dawn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts, and this is the Friday Freestyle. It's the end of the week. This is the stream where we focus on our week. What did we do? Were we green? Were we red? Hopefully not. If you had more than one red day, you should probably be sitting on your hands next week. Just saying. Shout out to David Giannis. Tomorrow is his. I get so excited for Fridays because I know that the weekend training is coming. I get that excited about the weekend training because there's a lot of nuggets in there. So if you are a gold member, you can get into David's weekend training, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard, and it's right on Discord. All you got to do is click the gold weekend training, and it is absolutely amazing. It's like getting a one-on-one with him every weekend. Right now, it is Friday. This is a stream that's been created for traders to come hang out after the market. And you know something? The love of my life said to me, she said, look, everybody that watches isn't always knowledgeable about trading. Like today, right? I was trading Bitcoin just for a little bit on the 15-minute candle. And I was talking to Ralph about this. This 15-minute time frame was golden because it moves slow. I'm trading within the candle. It's 15 minutes. Whatever it's doing, I've got time to react to it, right? And it also lets you know, there's no like real guessing about which direction it's going. And I got all of this from Coach's 15-minute candle rule, right? Watch the 15-minute candle. It was to the upside. It was well on my screen. It's white on my screen, but it's supposed to be green, right? And I'm like, okay. But then it was immediately after it was a 15-minute red candle that had finished. So I'm like, okay, that's telling me it's choppy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait until there are multiple, which for 15 minutes, that's 2, because I don't want to let 5 hours go by, right? I'm going to let 2 of them go by, and that's going to give me maybe even 3. That's going to give me a general direction of where it's going. Why? 3 15-minute candles is 45 minutes, dude. So that's letting you know half an hour, 15, half an hour, it's established a direction. So on the third candle, I got in. And it was awesome because I got to ride the candle. I got to make a few dollars. And those of you that know Nano Bitcoin and futures, it's 5 cents a tick, right? So, but I made $6 today. That's huge. Following the 15-minute candle. And when it started to the upside, I waited for the second 15-minute to close to let me know that it was, in fact, to the upside. You deal with a hell of a lot less chop, right? And if the candle closes at a spinning top, that means it's too choppy. You don't want to be in it. That means it's going to keep doing that all day, right? Or at least right now, that's what it's doing. Nobody's winning out. So just a tip for you new traders. Check out the longer time frames. Coaches always say, why do you think they developed the 2-minute EWO? It's a longer time frame that gives you an opportunity to play in it for a longer period of time. And the longer you go out, the cleaner the chart is, the more accurate the chart is. Now, if you're scalping, the accuracy comes in the lower time frames. If you're looking to sit in it for a few minutes because you're doing other stuff and you're watching it, but you're not babysitting it, you need the longer time frames. So that's my tidbit for the day. James, I see you, brother. Let's get you in here. Hopefully we'll get some more people on the panel. It's Friday Freestyle. Come talk to me about your trades before we get out of here for the weekend. James, talk to me about TSLL. What's up, man?
How you doing, Miss Dawn?
I'm good, honey. How you doing?
I'm okay.
James,
I'm
I don't
dealing.
like the tone. I don't like the tone. What's going on? What happened? Talk to
No,
me.
it's good. It's good.
No,
I had a
it's
green
not.
day.
I can tell. What happened? Was it something else outside of trading?
No,
What happened?
no.
I'm
What?
letting you off the hook.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I feel like I've taken up a lot of airtime here lately. So.
Are you kidding me? Who else is taking up airtime, James? It's for you. You know? What is this?
Hey, F2. There's F2. How you doing, F2?
Don't try to change the subject. No. Don't try to get away from it. Hey, F, how you doing, sweetheart? I'm trying to get James to tell you. We know him, don't we?
Well, you know.
You're just as anybody else. You're doing just fine. You're actually teaching yourself this week. I've heard you learn how to go for your 1% and get out, even though you questioned yourself today about rules and gut feelings. So you have your answer. Follow the rules. Don't go with your gut feelings. So you put emotions first instead of facts. So
Yeah, and the worst thing to come out of that was being right.
Well, catch me up to speed because I've been editing. So what happened?
Well, yesterday I had the doctor's appointment, so I got my green and got out in the pre-market.
Okay.
And I told you I left my computer open.
Yep.
Well, 75 more shares were acquired at $13. And that's what I get for leaving my computer open.
Oh, wow. He did that?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Well, they weren't here when I got back, and I never opened the Weeble back up. Never even looked at it. I went to the YouTubes and the X and the Zoom and doing all the ADT things because I got my green, I got out.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't gonna let temptation be there anymore.
Yeah.
It wasn't until they got back around 6 o'clock ish that she says, "Oh yeah, Brandon was in here messing with your computer, so I just closed everything out." Well, that's 7 o'clock market time.
Wow.
So I had a red day yesterday. Ended up a red day.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get rid of them anyway, so I held them. Started doing some charting. Pulled out to the day and the 4 hour and had right there. Oh God, I'll have to look. It was right there around $11.75, 11.50. Right at around $11.50 is a very strong support line on the bigger picture. So okay, the market opened up this morning. I watched it for a minute. It didn't dip down much below it. Watching the L2 and the volume. I bought 25 more shares to DCA, see what happens. All right. And then when it come up around, what time was it this morning? It was like 6:48. The 2-minute EWO had formed, and I had not lowered my cost very much.
Right.
So I just bought another 100 shares. And lowered my costs significantly.
Yeah.
Well, I broke the rules buying into a losing trade. And Chris was right. you know, because I asked about that in the live this afternoon, and Chris was right.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, I've got it journaled.
Yeah.
But I wrote that thing out, you know, and it had brought my cost from that $13 down to like $12.09.
Okay.
So,
So it took almost $1 off. Yeah.
right. So when it got up here to around that $12.30, I sold half of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shortly after that, you know, I sit there and watched it because it never crossed VWAP. So I'm in an EWO from the pre-market. We just let it keep going. It bounced off VWAP,
Mm-hmm.
went back up. When it started coming back down, I lost power.
Oh,
Yeah.
snappy.
Shut my computer down, got my phone. My phone was locked up on Wi-Fi. Had to reset my phone. Took me a minute. By that time, it had already come down below VWAP and was started to, you know, make its way back up. And it hadn't crossed that support line. I mean, it went down below VWAP. I should have gotten out of it. And I
Yeah.
was green for the day, but I was still red in my open P&L. So I
Got
just, you know, I let it go. Uh, and then when it got back up and got over that $12.30 again,
Mm-hmm.
I sold 25 more and set my stop. And I'll be damned, the next candle that come down and wicks my stop out. And at
Wow.
this point, I'm out of buying power. And you see what it did the rest of the day. I mean, it went up to almost 13 and a quarter.
James L. James L. James L.
Damn.
You know what you got to
So
do.
I had a green day, but I'm annoyed that,
That's
you
good.
know, breaking the rules, and I'm
Yeah.
annoyed that it continued to go, you know, all the typical stuff. So
Without you in it. Right.
I
Well,
noticed this happened 2 times, James L. With Tesla, you got to leave the trade alone. Guess what? I got in Tesla late today. Same thing happened to me. My internet and everything crashed. I saw the move. I saw the second candle on the 1 hour chart. And this is something you might want to start doing because you already doing it, but you keeping the stops and everything too tight. Instead of going in with so many shares like you do, go in with about half of them shares and then take your stop loss about twice as much down. And then you got the same risk, but now you can let the trade run. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
right now, I had like 10 shares and I got my stop. I'm talking about way down there, something like $2 times 10, that's 20. Then I added 5 shares, took it down a little bit more because it cost average it. But now the risk on the trade is only $30. In order for Tesla to come down there and take my $30 risk, I'm talking about it got to be more than an overseas conflict. All right, like I got my stop down there at the. I'm talking about Tesla. I gotta go in the dungeon to stop me out. It's not gonna get that low. You know what I'm saying? Before it get that low, I'm gonna be able to get off some of the shares, go and get some TSLQ. Like Tesla is a volatile stock, but if you go in heavy, you ain't gonna have that much room. But if you adjust your position size, you can give it a lot of breathing room. Tesla be doing this. You know
you
what I
know that's
mean? And
funny
then
oh
you
all
said
yeah,
you have to
that.
do is up.
Coach talks about using your stop loss with position size a lot in these videos.
Hmm.
So that is amazing
Yeah.
advice.
And then guess what else will happen? You'll have time to do all the things that you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And you'll have more freedom. You won't be glued to the screen like, oh, it's dropping below that low. Forget about it. Let it drop below the below. Whenever the market open up, it's gonna raise up. You know,
yeah. Well, and
you might have to go.
that's all I did today when
You
I
might have
played
to
when I
go
placed that
higher.
stop. I mean, I sit here watching it using more of a mental stop until I got back up, you know, where I compensated yesterday's loss. So I had a red day yesterday, but it wasn't really a loss. You know, I'm up over that. I'm up for the
Yeah,
day. So I set my stop
that's good.
just, you know, slightly above what my cost was. but it was also, just right underneath the 9 and the 21. So,
Oh, Buck put something in the chat for us. My bad. But this for you, James. TSLL historically has a dividend. Oh, it went away. What happened? Oh, it went down. Third week of June. So we got to be prepared for that since we trade TSLL. Bucko, you said the third week of June. I'm gonna have to go and look it up for
Look at
myself.
Bucko.
But they have been. Listen, Tesla been on fire, son. Like this is how I know that Tesla got a bullish up move going. I saw it yesterday whenever we charted it out. They had the trend line breakout and they retested and everything, but then the whole market dropped. But this is what I noticed in the evening today. Whenever the rest of the market was going to the dungeon, Tesla was just breathing back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what let me know, like, how was it able to hold up there whenever everything else is going to the basement? Tesla still holding above that support. That means buyers still coming in. You know what I'm saying? The only people that's getting out of the market is people that want to close their trade on a Friday. I think the run just started.
well, that's what I'm more annoyed with myself because I've been doing so well, and to slip back into that crap.
I mean, you're a human being though, too, James. Don't be so tough on yourself. You realize what you
Yeah.
did, you journaled it, and that helps you. Mistakes help you learn. So that'll make you more meticulous the next
Mm-hmm.
time and be even more careful than what you are now, you know? Take it as a learning lesson, man, because you are doing
Oh yeah,
extremely well. So yeah, don't knock yourself off the pedestal just yet. You're gonna take some. Look, Coach has screwed up days, right? And he's about the best there is.
Yeah.
Palm has screwed up times where he does something in a trade. Mark, same thing. We all do it. So don't beat yourself up too bad, man. You're doing good.
Well, you did one thing right. You was in the trade because I told Dawn today. I said if James L is not in Tesla today, I'm gonna throat
Yeah,
punch
he
him this
did.
evening.
yeah, yeah. No, I just
I was like, if he's not in this trade today,
hind-
I'm gonna let him
hindsight 2020. I
because
wish
he
I'd have been
ain't
in it a
reacting
lot
right
longer,
today.
but
And he was in it,
Yep.
so shoot. From the pre-market on up, that thing ran a good amount. I thought it was gonna sell off after that. It just kept going and going and
yeah.
going. Telling you. I was like, man, that was a massive move.
Wow.
Well, and
So
after the looking at the chart, the drop that it had yesterday, that
yeah,
just seemed manipulative to me. I mean,
It
oh,
did.
they manipulate it.
It did.
They manipulate stuff all the
Mm-hmm.
time, Ralph was always sending. I said
Yeah.
that Ralph was always sending me
So,
videos. They manipulate
yeah.
stuff all the time. So, but you can't worry about that.
So that news,
yeah,
I think they used as an opportunity to just buy
yeah,
more. As all. Because like yesterday, whenever we were charting it out, you could see the move going up. But then with world news, they can't
Right.
predict that. So institutions and heavy buyers, they're gonna use news, good or bad, as an opportunity.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So whenever it went down, they just bought some more shares. That was just a second chance to
Let's
get
give
in.
it up for F2.
Yeah.
What's up, my brother?
Yeah,
Dude,
F2, how
did
you
you
do today?
stay
That's what I'm
at the
waiting on.
9 or did you get up above that even? Did you stay in Apple or?
I stayed in it for a little bit, and then I got way above what my target is. I'll go for my percentage, and I'll let it run a little bit. And I'm afraid that if I keep letting it go, I'll think I'm a big boy and start going all out again. But I got almost a comma in, and got
I
out.
saw
Let's
that.
go,
I saw
F2.
that. That's why I said 9. He was killing it this morning. I knew you were taking advantage of that Apple. When I saw Apple doing that or kept hearing Apple doing that, I was like, wow, I know F2 is crushing it. And right before I took off, I heard, which I went and looked at the Zoom chat and saw it.
Yeah, I've done really well the last month with Apple. Like I've been doing very well the last several months, but
I was about to say it's several months, man. It ain't no 1 month. What you're doing is you're consistent now. So you're gonna end up doing like what Mark did. You're gonna end up taking more money out. And I know when you took that money out, you were probably like, okay, I just took a bulk of this out to go pay bills and stuff. Can I do it again? You're doing it again. You have it now. You have it. It's just like what Ralph said, Coach says all the time. Once you get it, you have it, and you have it. So you don't need to worry. You're just going to keep replenishing your account, taking it out, keep replenishing. Then you're going to, you know what? I think I got this down. Your confidence is going to be up there, and you're going to up your position size. And then it's over. It is over.
Yeah, I seen your profit and loss. You might as well call that a comma, brother.
Yeah.
Well, it was a comma, and I don't know if it's time for me to upgrade my mouse or change out my mouse. I was clicking faster and it was letting it out, so I don't know if it's operator error or I couldn't make it go fast
You're
enough.
getting too fast for your mouse.
Yeah, so I couldn't get it out. So,
Wow.
but I got
Good job today.
I got after my one-on-one the other day, we have a big plan in place. So I'm still looking about a year's time to get everything lined out the way I need to go to be. So at the rate I'm
that's right.
going,
You did a
I'm on
one-on-one
time.
with Coach, didn't you? You did a one-on-one with Coach?
No. He had a one-on-one with Palm.
Oh, okay. I knew it was a one-on-one with somebody other than David. That's why can't remember if it was
I've
Coach
had a
or
one-on-one with David too, which was very, very
Yeah.
helpful with the Apple. That
Yeah.
he helped me get my Weeble set up to where it responds immediately and stuff. So
Yeah.
But I love that Palm did that. Palm snatched him straight up and said, okay, now that you've listened to step 1 and you're having success, let me talk to you for a minute. Let's go to the next level. I love that Palm recognized that and did that, because he doesn't do one-on-ones.
Yeah.
But he recognized that F2 took what he said seriously, and he's like, okay, he's going to help those that want to be helped and show that they are taking it and running with it. And that's what you've done.
it was the
So he's
fastest
going to continue
hour
to help.
I've ever spent. Like I was like, oh, that went too quick. And after I
Oh,
listened.
you'll have more.
You got to record it.
You'll have more. The better you do, if you keep following his advice and keep doing what you're doing, you're going to be talking to him more than you think, because he's going to want to track that and keep you doing that. So you're all right.
I need to start coming
Wow.
into the regular Zoom more.
Speaking of which, you guys will probably not see me in the Zoom call as much. When in the media team meeting today, I determined that I get distracted when I'm in the Zoom call, and I don't edit as much as I should be editing. So I pulled myself up today, and I had a conversation with Bruno and the girls, and I'm like, yeah, it's addictive. It really is, because I've been in the Zoom call for 2.5 years, and it's been there all the time. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to pull away from that. So but in doing that, I'm going to be more productive on the back end with the videos, so, but I've been struggling pulling myself from the Zoom call. And if I'm standing in the Zoom call, I can't do both. It's like trying to trade at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like I'm listening to what such and such is saying, and then I'm looking at a trade because somebody mentioned something, and I'm like, ooh, let me look at that.
And then
And I'm like,
a piece of
okay.
candy.
And then next thing you know, 30-minute
Right.
conversation. Yeah.
Then an hour. Then
Yeah.
I'm joking with you guys, Christine. And before you know it, I haven't edited shit. So before I get fired, no, that ain't no. I'm like, I gotta focus, man. I gotta get off the Zoom call. So we came up with a schedule that I can work
That's
with.
what I was gonna ask you. Did you come up with some hours for trading and then the rest?
Yep.
So
Yeah. So I'll be in there. I'll be trading. I'll be like, how I used to come in the morning, I'm going to be editing during that time. Then I'm going to get my workout in. And then like between like 8:30, I'll come in the Zoom call and hang out, with Mark, Coach, whoever's in there until like 11, 12, get some trading in between like 9 and 11. And then when coach dips out, I'm going to go ahead and dip out and get back to editing and just, edit. And then I'll
So
try
you're
to
gonna
dip in.
trade
Huh?
you're gonna trade the New York London overlap. That's a good time. That's like the most volume, like most
Yeah.
runners happen during that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't see me, that's why, but I'll miss you
'Cause
guys.
I was,
But I'll be popping in there,
the reason why I asked is I was gonna tell you that. So they have like 3 main sessions. You need to be there for the opening of one of them. And so you got the opening of New York, so that's a good time.
So New York is the good one, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be
probably the
that's the
most
most
volume, right?
volume overall because you got London and New York overlapping at that time. That's the reason why it's so volatile. You know,
Yeah.
you got the opening of the session. Most of the economic news come out at 8:30, so the market be having like a knee-jerk reaction to that. Then you got the stock market open. Right, then you got the shift change. On you'll usually have
Right.
a trend that develops. Either it's gonna happen right at the gate or it's gonna happen at shift change. So that's most of the time. That's whenever you're gonna have like the shift, and charts either continue when to move in the direction that they're going in, or they're gonna hit like a resistance and start to roll over and go the other way. So yeah, that's the prime time. That's a good time that you pick right there. And it's not a lot of time either. It's from 8:30 to 11,
Yeah.
for 3
Yep.
hours. That's
And
all you
then
really
it's,
need.
I'll be editing from there. So Miranda and Arlo and Bruno helped me come up with that. Mostly Miranda. She is a whiz, man. When it comes to problem solving and stuff like that, Miranda's an awesome person to talk to. She really is. So shout out to Mama. That's my girl.
Yeah.
That's my girl. That's my okay. But yeah, so how'd you do this week as a whole, Ralph?
I didn't do good at all. I only traded futures. I was thinking about it and I looked at my journal. I only took 3 futures trades this week. And that was all on YM. The other days I was trading, like I traded the hot stocks one morning. This week was really light for me. I didn't take too many trades on. I think I caught the yen for 50 pips. Whenever they had that news came out, I might have. I think I caught the yen 2 times. That was my biggest trade, the yen, because I caught it whenever Mark was on the Zoom trying to get his stuff together. Ange had called it out one day during the day, and I thought I lost the trade, but I stayed in the trade. James L. I stayed in the trade, and it continued to go down, and that was like a good trade. And then I caught it again last night whenever the news. But other than that, that was in the spot market. Only futures trades I did was those 3 YM trades. I've been getting back to stocks though. I'm trying to get back to stocks, but I'm struggling because I'm trying to grow a small account. The account is tiny.
Gotcha.
I only have like $250 in it.
Yeah.
250 something. Yeah, but I got them up right now. All TSL shares. I got 15 of them. James.
Okay.
So Monday gonna bring.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But what you think about?
Were you green for the week?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was green for the week. I mean, I have red days, but most of my trades gonna either end with a small loss, a small gain, a break even, or a big gain. I don't never really have no catastrophic losses no more. After you've been trading for a while, you kind of prevent that. I mean, now it can still happen, but I don't have no catastrophic losses like that no more. I mean, that just comes with
That's
being in
good.
the time. You know how to protect yourself from it. I mean, I guess it
Right.
can't happen if you revenge trade, but I'm a slower trader, so I don't
Yeah.
see it.
I don't take big hits either. It's like you hurry up and you realize, well, first of all, I've been trading with stops, and stops prevent a lot of that. And it took me almost 2 years and getting into futures to really, really appreciate the value of them more. I wasn't using them as you know. And so now that it's easier for me to use them because I can click right on the screen, because, you know, forever I was trading on my phone. So now that I can trade on the screen, you guys were right. You know, it's a lot easier to just click on the screen, move it up, put it in to begin with.
Yeah.
Because with Robinhood, remember, I was trading on Robinhood on my phone. So I had to go in, set a stop, then cancel it, go.
Yeah,
It's
that's
um, very cumbersome on Robinhood to set a stop. Whereas on TradingView, click it and move it up, move it down. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's a lot easier for me with the vision thing to be able to see my screen and do that and just do it like that. So, but yeah, no big losses to report. I'm actually in a red week. This is a red week for me. So, but it's because I really have been kind of back and forth with a lot of different stuff. You know what I mean? So, um, you know, the cool thing that I like about the direction that I'm going now is I'm not going to have time to be sitting there doing a bunch of dumb stuff trading. You know what I mean? It's going to be very focused trade time, which should, especially with this bigger time frame that I'm liking, it should yield a lot
I like
green.
that you're doing that. I like that you're doing that, Dawn.
Yeah.
The time frame, yeah,
Definitely.
because it slows it down for you. Even Coach said
Yes.
this: the higher the time frame, the easier the trade.
The slower the trade, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yep.
I
So
like
that's
how your time frames.
I'm
I love
loving the
it.
15-minute. I'm like, wow. I mean, it's long, but at the same time, it also lets you see what direction this thing wants to go. And if it has a 15-minute green and a 15-minute to back, that means stay the hell out of it because it can't make up its mind.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So,
you can see whenever something is running, the candlesticks start to go up and stack on top of each other versus them being side by
right.
side. And then if you just down there on the two, it'll take you a while to
And you
identify
don't
that.
have to wait the full candle. You can you can see if it's a 15-minute candle which way it's going. It takes a while for that candle to finish. So it's kind of like a cheat code.
Yeah,
So it's like, okay, this thing is trying to get up. Even if it comes down, it's like,
yeah,
okay, I can get out before it gets to me within the candle. You know? So
yep.
I love that. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's definitely a cheat
Yeah.
code.
Look at the Boca said, use a 15-minute to see the trend and look at the support and the resistance levels. That's true,
That's what I
Bucko.
did today,
And
Bucko.
especially,
Yep.
it's really good that you're doing it with the crypto future. You're doing it trading the BIT, that's a crypto. So Bitcoin usually moves a little slower. Chris said he can't stand it. He like to trade Solana. But I like Bitcoin's movement. It moves a lot more like the other markets, you
Do
know.
they have a
Like it
Solana
has more stability.
futures, Chris?
I think they do, but it's only on Coinbase.
Ah, okay.
The futures, the Solana's futures ticker. Yeah,
So Chris, did
that's
Bucko
Chris.
tell you what's
He
what? He
loved it.
probably told you what's what. So next Thursday, if you can come, that'll be fantastic. But Bucko is going to be our guest speaker on Thursday Think Tank. So we want to start bringing some crypto conversations into the aftermarket as well as futures because it's the aftermarket period. And American Dream Trading represents
Mhm.
stocks, options, but it also represents futures and crypto. So I would love for you guys that are experts in those areas to come on the show and give us some tutelage, give us some nuggets on what we're doing for the audience. You know what I mean? So if you can come with him, that would be fantastic. That would be great.
Yeah, I told him last. I told him last night. He was like, "Wait, what do we got to do?" No. The Bucko said, "I don't think Chris is here. Is he here? He gonna be here Thursday though, because I told him and I'm telling him again. Whenever he do that Zoom
No,
on Thursday,
I haven't seen it.
here.
I haven't seen him here, but he might watch the recording later.
Yeah,
You know about it already. You
Especially if you
tired.
clip it and email it to him.
right.
Make sure he get here.
Are you making fun of me about the email again,
Tell him
James?
he done.
I have not even.
Who, me?
When's
I
that?
gotta set a damn alert. Check your email. Check the mod lounge. Check your email. Check the mod lounge. Check your text messages. I mean, it's like because I get squirrel. That's all I can say.
Hey,
Squirrel.
I can't talk about you on the checking the mod lounge. I be slipping on that. I checked it a while ago though.
I know. I check
I
it
try
every
to check
hour.
it at least twice a day.
A couple of days.
Yeah.
You know, the
No, I
crazy
said
thing
twice.
is me and my wife were talking about this last night, and I feel myself like I am more focused, having more to do. So I've got
Oh
one
yeah.
Zoom call over here on my laptop. I got one Zoom call here on my phone. I got the TikTok over here, the X over
And
here,
you're
the
not even a
trading chart
mod.
down here.
And you're not even a mod yet. Because
The
when
more,
you're a mod,
I,
that's basically your life.
I'm trying to figure
yeah.
out how I can get how I can get in on another Zoom call. Put the limits to.
The more you help out, the better your trading gonna get.
Yeah. And
It
I can tell
has,
you for me, with the editing
Yeah.
of the videos, oh my God. Because I've got to intently watch what he's doing so I can edit it, right? So I'm getting
right?
so much out of that. I'm like, holy shit, look at that. Oh, wow. So yeah, this is gonna pan out. I love that ADT is taking this direction. People are fitting in roles and doing things, and the more we add on of people that can do stuff. I remember when Chris was in here and we used to joke with Chris and say squirrel and that type of thing. Not really, but
Right.
because Chris, well, you
He
remember,
used to
Chris
give us
was,
a hard time.
yeah, Chris
Uh-huh.
was all over
Yeah,
the
Chris was
place.
kind of out
Yeah,
there. He was. And look at him
yes,
now.
he's the
But
crypto
no,
well, he
Dawn, you
always
just
was the
brought
crypto
something on my
master,
mind.
but he was doing stocks and
Yeah,
options,
he
and he
was.
was,
He come-
you know what I mean? Not
he was on the long term chart, and now it's working out for him because he's doing it in
right.
crypto. Hey, you put something on my mind, Dawn. Today we had a member who rejoined the group, but he ain't been here for a long time, and he was talking about how different the group is now versus whenever he did a year of VIP. He said he started 23, finished up in
Mhm.
September of 2024. He didn't renew. He stopped before his year was up, but now he just came back and he was just like, wow, it's just so different from when it was before. He was saying like whenever he first came here, he think maybe you was a mod. He said he don't remember Mark being a mod, but he remember like Bruno and you was being a mod. But he was just I was like, yeah, we done really expanded, and I got to thinking like we really have stepped it up since
It's
those
grown.
days. Yeah, the
It's
whole
grown.
ADT as a whole has grown. To the time we didn't even really want to mention like forex or futures, or we wasn't trading that type of stuff at the time. And now we got three different sectors. So I mean, hey, we just keep going and going, and
Yeah.
the group get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did he find out about Mark?
yeah. That's why he was in there because at first he so this remember he got the diamond membership. So he was when you get the diamond membership, you get to check out different rooms and
He got
stuff
the
like that.
diamond.
So yeah, he got a diamond. So he was a previous member at first. He had the
Did he say what
VIP.
brought him back?
I guess he said he just wanted to take it serious and learn trading. You might know him. His name is what his name is. I can't think of it right now. Morning Sesh. Morning Sesh. Morning Sesh. I don't know. Morning Session. I guess that's short for morning
Maybe he
session.
changed his name. I don't
He got
remember
like a
that.
yeah. He got like a coffee cup. Like I don't remember him being in the group, but this what he was explaining to us today that his time when he came in from September 2023. He said he was a regular member. He got the VIP because that had just gotten created. He took a job in somewhere, and he said he kind of like stopped trading for a while. So after his year was up, he didn't renew. So he was like, now he really want to get serious with trading. So he come back and he took advantage of the diamond membership for 5K that coach was running. That was a
Nice.
good choice, by the way, if you're listening. The guy who was talking about that was a good choice.
Well, think
And
about it
so,
too, because
yeah,
he bought a VIP for a year. He paid
yeah.
5Gs for that VIP alone.
Yes, that's
One
what he
and
was saying. He was saying this is. He was like,
yeah,
"What in the hell? This is a super deal." I was
yeah.
like, yeah."
Yeah, you
That's
you
what
talking
kind of
about morning sesh?
Morning Sesh, yeah, him. You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about? I don't remember him from before
I
because
don't
he said
either.
he really wasn't. He said he really wasn't talking. He was just mostly listening. But he left the group and came back. Well, he said he just left trading and came back, but he said he want to get more serious about it. But he was just talking about how much we've grown over time. And I never really think about it because we hear as it's happening, But for somebody to come back and say that, that just made us feel real good about the group.
Yeah,
It was just like, man, before you come into the Discord, you had like a few channels and then you only had one zone. But now he was like, they got all these different zones happening and we got so many things that just if you did certain type of trading, you can go
breakouts.
right here. Yeah, and
Because
learning
was
is
it
just like
even
much.
gold? Was gold happening then? I think
And
gold may have
I
just been
think they,
created.
I don't think
Yeah,
they
gold
had
must
because it
have.
was all right. So
Yeah,
coach started in 2022, but it was August. So we had half of 2022. I came in 2022. I
Yeah.
remember I was a Discord member in September, but I did the Discord. I was like a free member for a few months before I became a real member. I came on Veterans Day, so November 11th is my official day, but I was still a member before that. But I was just watching the YouTubes and being in the Discord. Then I came on in November, and I think you and Mark came like in January.
we did. I came
Yeah.
January 3rd. I think Mark came the 7th or something like that.
hmm I think whenever the first of the year kicked off is whenever we really started getting a lot of members. Because when I first joined, it used to be like 50 people in the Discord. Like we used to get excited for 50 people being in the Discord, you know. But
Yeah,
then once we got
Oh
above
no.
once we got into 2023, it like really accelerated. And coach
yeah.
used to be on all day long. I don't know how he was
I
doing
remember I came in on
it.
the tail end of that. I
Yeah.
experienced it all day for about a good 4 or 5 months. So
Yeah.
I was used to it, I was used to
hmm
him being on it all day. I thought, that was how it always gonna be. But I tell you what changed though. Once he realized that he was able to get, the one-on-one sessions in for what he could get for that, he realized his worth. He realized what
hmm
he had done and what he created. And he's like, okay, why am I charging 100, 700, anything? Right.
Yeah.
And that's what you do as a business owner. When you realize that your company has grown to a point where it needs to have a facelift as far as pricing
hmm
and stuff like that, he did a smart thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, and then
Oh
it
hell,
just
and I remember.
it was almost like trading. You know how he says once you get it, it comes quicker and quicker and quicker, and the money just pours in. That's what he did
Yeah.
with it, and I watched it from that perspective because I'm a former business owner. So I watched from a business owner's perspective what he did there, and that is phenomenal. He's right. He's not just blowing smoke. He is a fast growing company. You know what
Yes.
I'm very
This company took
fast.
off, and then Bruno stepped up and took that boy by the hood, that
Yep.
bull by the horns too. Because
Yeah, I
I
remember
think
the
in the
Zooms.
beginning it was.
The
Go ahead.
Zooms when the Zooms were small. And yeah, oh, there's 50 people. Holy crap! But then when the
Yeah.
Zooms
Yeah.
got so
Yeah.
big that people were waiting in line, yeah,
Mhm.
and getting booted out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
coach just stopped. He said, "No, to hell with this," and he online upgraded that Zoom package. He said, I'm not having that bullshit."
You know what it reminds me of? And I've heard him refer to this scene too in The Last Dragon, where the guy show enough is like, who's the master? And Tamak says, I am. And you could see him realize that he was the shit. I liken Coach to that experience when he realized, oh shit, I can get $2,000 for an hour. He
Right.
went back to the drawing board. And ever since then, it's been onward and upward. And I'm so proud of him. And it was crazy to watch from the sidelines that transformation in him and in the company, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's and I always want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I always want to
Oh
be a
yeah.
part of it,
Yeah.
So it's home.
Yeah.
Man, I almost got emotional on that.
It came a long way though.
He really has. I'm like really, really proud of him. So with that being said, if you have not purchased a Diamond membership, we're going to take a quick station identification and let Coach tell you why you should.
You, luckily today, have rolled into the largest and fastest stock market education company the world has ever seen. Again, if I were you, seriously take advantage of the Diamond Lifetime membership. Last 2 days with that, you'll get access to the membership lounge. You will have an open microphone where you can ask any questions all day from 8:45 until 4 o'clock. You guys will get all the hot stock picks. You'll get the pre-market setup, the IPO center, any earnings that are coming out, and of course, our videos on demand. The VIP membership, with that, you'll get the pre-market access starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. You guys will get access to the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. You guys will get the VIP training videos and the Trading View indicators, the gold add-on. You can get the mastermind classes, 1 hour of tech support. You'll get weekend training. You'll get the VIP gold lounge access, priority help desk support, our news service. You'll get all the breakout rooms. Everything, of course, for you will be recorded for crypto, futures, or stocks and options. You'll get our live Apple chat. You'll get our futures membership. And, of course, all of the extra Zoom classes when they have them. Crypto is the same thing. If you guys want to jump into the crypto, I believe that one now includes the Trading View indicator. Same thing. All the training videos, anytime that the Zoom sessions are available. Now, the Zoom sessions for crypto is a little different just because it's a 24-hour. So we try to bounce that one around so you get different time and different events. We are always posting those, so you guys make sure you take advantage. You get everything, unlimited lifetime access, all of our membership services, right? Meaning anything that I create. Platinum's coming up, you'll have access to it. I believe that's going to be $1,000 a month. Diamond, you'll get access to that with just this $5,000. If you can't get it today, don't worry. You can still get it, but it's going to be 20 grand. All right. So don't freak out. Any Diamond members, you want to speak up about the Diamond membership program? Do you like it? Is it dog crap? Should they avoid it? Is it trash? Talk to me. Let the world know.
Do it. Best investment ever.
Word for guys, you have to invest in yourself. Please invest in yourself.
I think, Coach, I think it's dog crap because I can't get anything else done. There's so much training available. It takes up all your free time. The training is massive. You're just never going to stop learning with it. Get the Diamond.
There you go. There you have it. It's got everything in there. Got the little ADT satellite floating.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that new service coming up.
What, Platinum?
Because that's something. Yeah, that's something I've actually been extremely intrigued and curious about and wondered quite often. If from the description of what I've heard, it's going to be pretty much like you're sitting right there with say Coach as he's doing his trades and being able that. Oh yeah.
Being able to watch them actually trade without them having to train at the same time. You're just a fly on the wall.
Because let me tell you, I'm going to just be completely honest with you. Because I done did it before and it's hard. It's not easy. When you share the screen and you paper trade like that with the group, it's you training them how to get to a trade. You're not actually trading the way that you would really trade. I mean, if you was to
Mm-hmm.
watch me trade, you'll be real bored because I don't take that many trades. Like the other day, like whenever you training and you have to kind of like scalp because if you don't, you won't be having any trades waiting on the EWO because people be like, why coach don't ever use the EWO? And because hell, if he had to wait on the EWO and feel that time, like he might only get he there from 8 to 12. Like Dawn is a scalper, so the time that she picked the trade, she not gonna really be taking no EWOs. Think about it. She's there from 8:30. I'm talking about coming in from the end. What you got to get ready for, Dawn. Your main trading strategy is gonna be the pre-market ideas. Think about it. You gonna either get in, you know, those bracket numbers. That's what I take for if I'm doing options or if I'm doing futures. Futures too. You can use the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. The pre-market ideas. Once price break above this level, because I mean, the bulk of your day is gonna be from the first 1 hour of the opening of the New York session. So, trying to trade the EWO, coach tell people, most people to sit out there anyway.
Yeah,
But you know,
and I
you
don't have
could
a
take
problem
that
with that.
time to trade the market setup. Yeah, you don't have a problem
I don't
with
have
it.
problem. I
Once
love.
price breaks and hold above that,
Yeah,
that's it. You're a
I
scalper.
realize
You
I
know what
do
I'm
the
saying?
best when
So
I
it ain't gonna
scout.
be no EWO.
I do the
Yeah,
best when
and
I
no
scout.
EWO is gonna be there.
When I
Yep.
try to do
So
an
like if
EWO, I
coach
get my ass whipped. I really do. Because I'll be sitting in it and you know what I mean? That very first
yeah,
day when
yeah,
I got in there and I made that
yeah.
$250, I was in, out, $50, $20, $10, 50. I'm like, yeah, that's my jam. I took the $80 up to, I doubled it up to 165 scalping. So I'm like, I realized, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way I like to trade. I do better when I do that and not sitting there
Mm-hmm.
waiting, trying to get more and more and more. No, get out. You got some green, get out. You can get back in with
Yep.
futures, right? So,
Well, I think that platinum gonna be a good thing because you can really watch. Like, just think about really watching Mark.
mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
know,
I
Yeah,
can't
so
wait to do that.
Bucko
that's
saying,
gonna be.
Bucko said, I can't wait for platinum. Y'all gonna laugh at the risky crap cryptos I trade.
Yep.
Can you imagine watching Palm though? Shoot,
I'll do what I did in the
that's
mornings,
scalping.
do some waiting in the weeds. You know what I mean? In the
Yeah,
pre-market, if I'm in there.
I gotta, I gotta get better at the waiting in the weeds for the futures that Ange be doing. Ange be doing that waiting in the weeds. I'm talking about she like a sniper. I ain't never seen nothing like it. She be getting picked up in the wick, dog. You ever been in there when she do it
I don't think
for her
I've seen her
training?
do it yet.
I'm gonna get the L2 just because of it. I mean, I'm
Oh,
not just
I
gonna
can't. I
play
don't
ball.
like trading without it. I really don't. I have it like
Yeah,
freaking enlarged on my screen. It takes up my whole screen. Like I'll take it and it's only
yeah.
10 of them. So I just widen it out to the whole width of the screen and then I have the zoom and stuff under it. And yeah, I'm always consulting that. I'm always looking at that. You know, that helped me in the 15 minutes a day with Bitcoin. I started watching that. Okay, yeah, it's continuing to the downside or upside or whatever. I don't like trading without the L2. I don't chart like I did before because I watched the L2 so much and
Yeah,
the indicators are giving me lines and creating lines throughout the day. So there's really no need to draw any extra lines, especially if I'm not going to be in it that long.
I think the
Good
reason
point.
why I don't use the L2, I use now. Don't get me wrong. I use the L2 for
Mm-hmm.
stocks. Pre-market, I use the L2 for that. I don't have the L2 in futures because, all right, the way that I trade is longer term, and you only got 10 lines in the L2. Like, what if I don't need it? If I'm trading the indice, that thing. Have you seen the L2 for MES? That thing moving like
Yeah.
a damn.
But you know what the trick is,
Like
though?
you know what I'm
You
saying?
watch it, you look for big sections. You know what I mean? You don't try to
Yeah,
pinpoint it, you wait for it to.
180.
Yeah, if both sides are jumping off,
I know.
so it's a way to look
Yeah,
at it, that you can get what you need just by
yeah.
glancing at
Right.
I'll be fine.
And
This
you
this
know.
is my L2. I'll be like, what's on the L2, y'all? They be like, oh, we got some orders right here. And most of the time when I ask that from somebody, I already have the level. I'd be like, it's a level right here. They got a lot of orders up under that. And Mark would be like, oh, yeah, we got someone coming down because Mark uses it a lot. At first, Mark was, don't get me wrong. In futures, you really don't need the L2. So I know Mark was an L2 trader. That's why I pushed. I was like, Mark, really? Get the L2. It's coming off. We used to paying $2.99 for the L2. They want $40 for the L2. That's a big difference in
It
price.
is.
Think about it.
It is.
So,
It
and
really
Mark
is.
was like, I can trade without the L2. I'm not paying $40 for no L2. And I was like, Mark, you use the L2 a lot. So he got
Yeah,
it.
weren't you the one that told him how much are you making in a trade? Okay, get the
Yeah, I was
damn
like,
L2.
how much you making? Yeah, he needed it. But I'm gonna get it too though. I'm gonna get it so that I can learn edge and strategy. Cause I mean, you don't. I mean, I think we were giving it away. Well, I use a different broker, but still, you don't have to buy the
Yeah,
L2.
Weeble gives it away.
Yeah, But I want to use Weeble. I just can't get down with those high. And then it ain't the high fees for me. It's the not being able to trade at night. Like I gotta
Yeah,
trade at night. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. And I
but
read
I'm a
your DM about that. So I am gonna think about doing that. You
Oh
know.
yeah. That'll be yeah. I do it. I did it. Well, I only did it 2 times. When Coach was doing it around that
Yeah.
time, I had
Yeah.
did it. I had did one challenge, and then I had did
Talking
really
about
was
using
one challenge
a
at
prop.
two. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had did a prop firm. I had did one challenge, and then I left it alone. It renewed on me, and that's how I ended up with the second month. But I wasn't really taking that one seriously. So
Yeah.
when I do it this time, I'm gonna take it seriously and pass it. You know.
Yep.
But
Well,
yeah,
I got an
those
F2 question. Is
go
that
ahead,
you're
L2.
just doing Apple
L2.
now? Just Apple? You doing contracts?
Yeah, I'm doing option contracts. Yeah,
But just Apple.
just Apple.
At first, you was doing the shares, or you just always did the contract. It seemed like you was doing contract, then you went back up to the contracts or something like that. Did you? Or you just
Yeah,
did op?
I was doing TSLL at first, was getting some success, and then I started doing Apple when I built my account up, and we gradually built it up and went to options for a little bit. Wasn't doing so hot, and then went back to shares, and then had my one-on-one and started understanding things a lot better. I still have a lot to learn, but and then I've just been doing contracts. My favorite is puts that
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
put dropping. Yeah.
There's a
Hey, I love
lot.
that you say that though. F2. I love that you say that because too many traders try to come in straight into the market and jump straight into options trading. You know what I'm saying? And they take the shares for granted, or they be like, "Oh, I can't make no money," and if I'm trading shares. And this is especially hard back in the days whenever you had to wait 2 days to get your buying power back with shares. So now traders shouldn't have really have no excuse. You know what I'm saying? And I see like a lot of traders who struggle on futures, and I'm like, yo, y'all got these diamond packages, and you can move around these rooms. You need to go to the pre-market, learn to do shares. I feel like shares is the basis to all trading, right? Once you master doing shares, after that, you can move on to either options or futures, whichever one you want to go to. You know what I'm saying? I think, but it need to start with the shares. Don, stop laughing at me. And James L, I hope you spit the water out.
I love it because you sound like somebody's father. So you're like, y'all got these diamond packages. Y'all need to start moving around these rooms. I was
I'm telling you, they
Hey,
do.
now
They
hold
do.
on,
They
wait a
come up.
minute.
They try to learn.
I've spent some time in the futures checking it
like, yep.
out.
You
I
did.
checked out the
Well, no,
crypto.
you did do that. Yeah, see, I'm not
Of course,
referring.
the mentorships. So
Yeah, but we got too many, in
when they
trading,
start
a lot of people.
they get to the point that they start doing crypto more, where they've got their own YouTube lives or whatever. I'll be over there more often too.
Yeah.
The only
Now,
reason I don't
James
go to
Bell, I
crypto
feel
is
like
I don't
you.
want to crowd my brain with more. I said I wasn't going to go to futures, and I ended up going over there. Now I'm doing the editing, so I'm like, I gotta focus on that. That's why I haven't messed with crypto, because Chris and Bucko make it enticing. They make you want to do it, just
Yeah.
like Mark did with the future. So I'm like, I need to stay away from that till I'm truly ready to do it. I'll
Yeah.
be in there one day.
You'll find
Yeah,
it.
I
But
know. I don't plan on getting a futures account or doing any actual futures trading anytime soon.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all a little.
I will not be pressured by my peers.
I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. All
what?
trading is the same. The only difference is you get a little more leverage with some of it. You know what I mean? Like with futures, you
Yep.
get a little more leverage, so it's a little faster. With options, you get a lot more leverage, and you got to little just worry about what contract you in
But
and
the
all that.
Greeks eat you.
And the
It's gives and
Greeks,
takes. The
yeah,
Greeks eat you
yeah,
up.
yeah. But that's why, as long as you learn to do shares first, you'll be fine.
Now, I blew through a 45K margin account. I don't need more leverage right now.
Yeah,
Mm. Damn, you
you
have
find stick with what you
45K?
at.
God damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, that's what I started with when I joined.
Oh my
Mm.
God.
And now a few months ago I was down to $1,500.
Well, you still here, so you're gonna get it back.
Wow.
You better stick with the TSLL for a little while.
Yeah,
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. 30K. Yeah. It's well, no. What am I talking about? I'm thinking of the 1500.
Well,
Wow,
no,
Jan.
it was actually closer to 30K because I did have to pull out 15K to
I
pay
remember
for
that for
some
your
stuff for
daughter
Brandon.
or
Yeah,
Brandon. Yeah.
and for Haley.
Yep.
So
But the
you'll
cool
get it
thing
back.
is you're still here.
Cause
Yeah.
I'm,
You know.
cause I'm gonna be trading TSLL with you for a minute. So that's what my plan is to do. I'm still doing futures, but I'm trying to come into the pre-market more because it seems like in the pre-market is just losing the strength. So we trying to two areas I want to try to help in growing is the pre-market because I want the futures traders to come in there and they've been showing up. They have been showing up. And I want them to start there. And then the crypto room, I think the crypto room need to get more people in there. So,
Yeah. Yeah, to your point, yeah, I could still dip in there to support. So
yeah,
Bucko comes here and supports me, right? So I got you, Bucko. Got any
yeah,
grapes? All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead
all
and
right,
get back to some editing. I
yeah,
got some more stuff I want to do. I was kind of getting in a zone. So I'm gonna go back to that zone. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I
no
appreciate it. It was
problem.
fun. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
well,
Yes, sir. It was
thank
fun.
you. Thank y'all.
all right.
Absolutely. Everybody down there in the chat, thank you guys for being here, being active in the chat. Please make sure you throw a thumbs up on there and share the video. Let's get some more subscribers in here. Again, we're trying to get Coach to 20K. Let's see where we're at. Right now, we are sitting at 15,304. So we got a little bit of ways to go. Let's keep sharing it, keep getting it out there. And I will see you guys Monday. Don't forget David's class tomorrow. If you're a gold or a diamond member, David is doing his one-on-one type style training, weekend gold training, Saturday.
Oh, Christina
Saturday
said
at
she
11.
just had a
Sorry.
new grandson.
Oh, he was born.
Yeah,
Yay. Congrats. Congrats, congrats, congrats. That is awesome. So give it up for Christina. She is a grandmama again. Good job. Way to go. Hopefully everything's all right with your
yeah,
daughter and everything. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and end this. You guys got anything else you want to add in?
Yeah, Bucko's gonna make a meme coin called let's see, what was it? Meme coin called Grapes for Dawn.
Grace for the GFD.
Yep. and look, grapes need to be on the coin, and then me like this on the other side, right? Heads or tails. The grapes is the tails, and I'm like on the other side for the heads. Y'all are crazy. Anyway, have a good night and have a fantastic weekend. And I'm going to end with Coach telling us what is involved in all of the memberships and then with the rules. So peace and blessings, everybody.
Night, y'all.
Right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
You guys want to head over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up at least for the free Discord. Make sure within the first 24 hours you verify your account. You will get an email from us to make sure you verify your account, or the system will kick you off thinking you are spam. You guys can get into our premium membership at $125 a month. With that, you'll get access to the membership lounge, which we have an open microphone where you can ask any questions all day from 8:45 until 4 o'clock. You guys will get all the hot stock picks, which we've already posted and have already been making money on this morning. You'll get the pre-market setup, which will give you key critical areas at the opening bell and throughout the day. The IPO Center, so any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will have access to those. Any earnings that are coming out, and of course, our videos on demand. We have 11 full training videos to get you started. Things like the 2-minute EWO, day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, etc., all inside of our premium membership for $125 a month. When you guys are ready to upgrade, I highly recommend, regardless of how much experience you have, signing up for the VIP membership starting at $500 a month. With that, you'll get the pre-market access starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. You guys will get access to the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. We put one of those on every month, and the previous recorded sessions. You guys will get the VIP training videos. We have over 50 advanced training videos for you, and the Trading View indicators. If you have a VIP, you can upgrade to the gold add-on, which is an additional $250 a month. You can get the mastermind classes, 1 hour of tech support. If you need us to remote in and help you get your charts, etc., set up, we can do that for you. You'll get weekend training every Saturday at 11 o'clock. You'll get the VIP Gold Lounge access, priority help desk support, our news service, which is worth its weight in gold just for that. You'll get all the breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon. Everything, of course, for you as a gold member will be recorded. So if you are gold for crypto, futures, or stocks and options, all the sessions will be recorded for you. And of course, you'll get our exciting live Apple chat. We've got David over there in the mornings showing you exactly what he's doing with the 2-minute EWO and just the Apple, which is one of our amazing strategies that you guys will learn here. So we have our futures membership, our regular futures membership starting at $250 a month, which the futures is going on right now. They are, again, just like us, every day with a live open microphone from 8:45 to 4 o'clock every single day. You'll get all the futures education, all of the training videos, the futures lounge. The Trading View indicators are actually included with the futures memberships that start at $250, and of course, all of the extra Zoom classes when they have them. Crypto is the same thing. If you guys want to jump into the crypto, that one now is also $250 a month and includes the Trading View indicators. Same thing, all the training videos, anytime that the Zoom sessions are available. Now, the Zoom sessions for crypto is a little different just because it's a 24-hour, so we try to bounce that one around so you get different time and different events. We are always posting those, so you guys make sure you take advantage. And of course, a Diamond Lifetime membership. With that, you get everything. Unlimited lifetime access, all of our membership services, meaning anything that I create. Platinum's coming up, you'll have access to it. I believe that's going to be $1,000 a month. Diamond, you'll get access to that with just this $5,000. Now listen, if you can't get into the Diamond right now, don't freak out. It'll just be $20,000. So it's no big deal. If you can't get it today, don't worry. You can still get it, but it's going to be 20 grand. You guys want to head over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up. You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management, so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.